We reach many, many more readers because of www. We used to count in the thousands. Nowadays, we count in the millions. Consumers now tell us when they want to read us or view us, what they want to read or view. They recommend us, they share us, they contribute to stories.
Yes, Professor Ross Milbourne.
On behalf of UTS, we're very pleased to welcome you to Sydney Town Hall for what promises to be an exciting discussion about the future of the World Wide Web. We're delighted.
A Deloitte study released late last year said a third of our national economy face major disruptions in the near future, with another third facing longer-term digital impacts.
So, well, it's great to be here. In fact, it's good to be back in Australia, and in fact, I'm actually coming to the end now of this tour, which has been an amazing tour, but it's involved a wonderful, fantastic welcome from everybody who've come across. I'm not sure actually we had quite such a packed house as this, so thank you, Sydney, for all turning up, including anybody who's following on online. So I have been asked to talk about the past and the present and the future, and I have got roughly 20 minutes to do it in, which that means a bit over 6 minutes for each of the past and the present and the future. So obviously I'm going to have to sort of choose the things that I go into, because otherwise I could go on gravitating for hours. And what I hope will happen, start with, is that what I'll do is just provide a framework for thinking about the past, the present, and the future, particularly the future. I know that when they publish a paper, don't just publish the paper, but and hopefully publish the paper, so it's free, so anybody can download it. But also, the data you used to do the experiment, publish that, because that is, for scientists, the paper is they can read the paper and be interested, but if they can get hold of the data, they combine it with more data and actually make much more exciting things. So so if you look at the web today, there are these exciting ways in which it's becoming. The web of data is becoming very powerful. One of the things which we're seeing now is people are building more and more powerful applications which are built on top of the web of data and give you a really nice user interface. And of course, the power of the HTML5 platform. Hope that what happens is that you end up thinking then about what you, and in a way you, the city of Sydney, end up thinking what you want out of all of this. And realize that you've got the power to decide it. One of the things which is really critical is to what extent we take this whole internet thing for granted, just assume it's like the air around us, or recently the rain, which you can depend on. But we arrived a few days ago, and thought we had nothing else. Nice to see the weather's improved recently. But a lot of people thought that the air and the internet was similar recently, until the Mubarak regime in Egypt disconnected Egypt from the internet. And then a lot of people realized, whoa, if they can turn off Egypt, who can turn us off? Who has this master switch to my country? Who do I depend on? Whose good faith do I have to rely on to continue to have the internet? If all my social life, and in fact, all my emergency preparedness, and all the things that I really care a lot about my life happen through this internet, who do I rely on? Trust in that government. That's not something I recommend. What I'd like to see is, just as you have I think you may be getting the message. Just as the press is the fourth estate sometimes is called the fourth estate because it's supposed to be independent of all the other estates, whatever they are, so it's generally considered important in a democracy for the press to
companies text the residents as to when the water's going to come on. They go home. The residents text back to the utility companies that the water is now on, and then all this data gets aggregated on an open Google map, so the utility companies can actually see how the water valves are working. And I think examples like that, they have data on how clean you are, do you leave tissues under the bed, do you have mice in the kitchen. Now,